point guard that's going to facilitate. He's a combo, right? So they do a lot of their facilitation through two-man game, Decker and Ovi. Now Decker's out, Ovi had to step up. And that was he did, for sure.
In particular in the first quarter.
13.
Yeah, 13 out of 16 points, yeah. There was only one guy who scored a three-pointer in the first 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I have my notes in my computer here. He kept them in the game.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, this, okay. All set up, we're ready to go?
We are. Sorry, so I'm running the press conference. No problem.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for helping us.
No problem. Just a minute. So we'll just wait for the host and then we'll wait for the
With croissant, water.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I've been meaning to have a taste one of those croissants. Oh, I did. Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. There you go. I love you some croissants. That's my mom's fault. But yeah. So I mean, what would you see as the outlook, not necessarily for London, but for the rest of the season? Where do you see the teams that could make that step up?
Top 8 is a must, yeah, playoffs. But I guess a 5th or 6th place wouldn't be bad for the very first season.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would say even 7th or 8th wouldn't be bad for the first season.
Yeah.
Because again, you're not going to smash every game. You're not going to win every game.
It's not actually a joke, it's actually me today.
You ran the press.
Welcome everyone, we're going to begin the press conference following the first 7 Days EuroCup game here in London for the Lions against Dolomiti Energia Trento, and I'm joined here by the head coach of Dolomiti Energia Trento, Emanuele Molin. Coach, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, I think London deserved to win because even if they missed 3 players, and really important, they played with a great energy. And for sure, my team, and especially in the last quarter, was not capable to manage their energy. And even when we got a small lead, an 8-point, we were not capable to manage the advantage. And let's say my player for sure get, let's say, some fatigue and from our 48 hours late game that we played for the league. But anyway, we tried to manage it, and it was a tough game. I think we needed to improve in some aspect, and congratulations for the London Lions for sure.
Thank you very much, Coach. Just very quick comment on the fact that London finally has a EuroCup team. It's great for the league and great for the sport of basketball in the UK as well.
Yeah, I think that is a great. I have to be honest, I don't know, but I was here, I think 22 years ago, when when we played the EuroLeague game with I think it was the London Towers.
The Towers, yeah.
And I was assistant coach in Bologna, and we played here in let's say a small gym, where the team was with Manu Ginobili, Jaric, that team that won the EuroLeague. So I'm happy to be back in London because I think the European basketball need a team in a city like London. And I think the team tonight deserved for the commit that they had on the court. And good luck. I think it's good for them, for London, but I think it's good even for the European basketball for sure.
Well, thank you very much, Coach. Good luck for the rest of your season. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
So now we're joined by the head coach of the London Lions, Ryan Smith, and the captain of the London Lions, Ovi Soko. Coach, we're going to start with you. Amazing. You know, the crowd was incredible here, incredible atmosphere, and we witnessed history as the London Lions claim their first victory here in the 7Days EuroCup.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, we appreciate the support we got from the fans. I mean, we've talked about this for a while now. Like, if we can get a good crowd in this arena, in the CopperBox Arena, I think it can make for one of the better atmospheres in Europe. And as we're starting to build this thing, you saw a glimpse of that tonight. And we don't win that game without the fans getting behind us, especially down the stretch. And like I told the team in there, anytime that you make history and do something for the first time in 18 years, it's something to be proud of. And these guys deserve it. They fought. They've done a really good job of coming together. We had a unique preseason where we didn't have a lot of time together due to we had 5 guys playing in Eurobasket. But again, just to see them come together, especially with 2 guys down that are key factors for our team, it's a big win for us, a big win for our organization. It's a huge win for the BBL and UK basketball as a whole, and I'm proud of our guys.
Without doubt, you mentioned already, you've had some missing players today, and we spoke very briefly before the game about other players stepping up and putting points on the board, and you were helped out by your captain today. 22 points and 13 rebounds in just 26 minutes of basketball. A word on not just your captain's incredible performance, but the rest of the guys stepping up.
Yeah, I mean, Ovi was remarkable tonight, and that was a big key for us going into the game. Was a big part of our game plan was we thought we had an advantage inside with him and Zuba in particular, but then also too we needed to control the tempo of the game. I think just being down two bodies, kind of having a shorter bench a little bit, we knew that again it couldn't be a really quick up-tempo game. I think when you saw it did become up-tempo, that's when we started to get a little reckless on the offensive end, our turnovers kind of started to go up a little bit. But again, we had success early. I thought Ovi came in and was like I said, remarkable, and again someone that just stepped up and led us from start to finish.
And of course, Wojtek Ruban made some vital shots towards the end of that game, really made the difference. But it was a pretty even game throughout in terms of the statistics overall. The composure of the Lions won the game, though, Coach, right?
No, I agree. I think down the stretch, again, you saw as it started to get down to under 5 minutes, under 4, under 3. I thought we did a really good job of really locking in on the defensive end. I mean, you look at the stat sheet, you have that first quarter, we gave up 27, and then it was 17 in the second, 16 in the third, and then we finished with 15, holding the 15 points in the fourth quarter. We've talked about that from day one, that our identity is going to be on the defensive end. We have the ability to go to different coverages. We can switch. We have size. But again, I thought, like you said, the composure down the stretch on not just the offensive side, but the defensive as well, I think won us the game.
And Ovi, a word of what it's like in that dressing room, this moment in time as captain, being a leader. Your thoughts on today's game?
Feels good, man. Feels really good, especially being someone who's from London. It means a lot, you know what I mean? The whole team came out and fought, and I feel like we're just taking baby steps in the right direction. As long as we keep going in that direction, we'll be where we want to be in a couple months.
And captains lead by example. Your performance was stellar tonight. And, of course, leading by example, what is the advice and support you're giving to your teammates moving forward from here? What can they take moving into the rest of the campaign?
No, we just play for each other, man. Play for each other. As long as we play for each other and we try and make the game easy for one another, it'll be a different guy tonight every single night. Last game, Luke had a huge game. Sam's had, that's what he does. And we got Void. We got so many guys that we just need to let the ball work, and everything else will take care of itself.
Well, thank you very much, guys. Congratulations on your win.
Question?
Oh, of course, sorry, yes. Go ahead. Sorry, guys. Questions? Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Congrats for the win. Trent Basket Turkey.
Can you make a short comparison with last week? Where was the biggest difference?
I think just composure for one. I thought on the offensive side, I kept using the analogy with our players that we were going for the home run swing, right? We knew Sam went down after 5 minutes, and I think it was a lot of guys trying to kind of fix it themselves, right? We kind of had way too many possessions where it was one pass shot, one pass turnover, and we're not going to win games like that. Like Ovi just attested to it. Like when we moved the ball, like I was looking, we had 18 assists on 23 made field goals tonight. Like that's how we have to play basketball. And again, I think credit to them last week. Hell of an environment. I think for the first time playing in that environment, and then your leading scorer goes down. I think we just got with outside of ourselves a little bit, but still did some good things down the stretch. In the second half, I thought we were really good. We were better. But to me, being in it live and then watching the film back offensively, I wasn't happy, and we addressed that stuff this week, and we're much better.
After 2 games, 1 away, 1 home, would you say a top 6, top 5 might be a reasonable goal for Lions?
It's early, but I like the potential of our team. I think, again, like Ovi just said it, we're taking baby steps, right? We've got a unique situation where we got a brand new team. But I think if we continue to come in and work the way we've been working, this win was important for us. We know we can do it. Again, we saw the difference between how we lost the game, how we won a game. We know, again, if we move the ball and share it on the offensive end, it's going to be different guys every single night. And then defensively, though, that's got to be our identity. But again, long season, right? It's really early. But this is definitely something to build on for sure.
Thank you.
Ovi, first quarter, 13 points. Would you believe that you were doing or they weren't doing that allowed you to get loose and get away in order to get those 13 points?
I think we just did a much better job of moving the ball, and you'll see different guys will have hot streaks, I think, when we move the ball like that, because we've just got guys all over the place. There's so much space inside because we have a lot of guys who can really shoot the ball and spread the floor. So I just think it was just a case of me being on the end of the ball movement, that's all. And
game within the game, right?
Yeah.
Yourself versus, I hope I don't mispronounce his name, is that Kara Azulis? number 24.
Yeah.
Saw you two get into it a little bit. What was that about? And can you kind of sort of give us a bit of an understanding of what was going on between you two and how you felt that was going?
It's not personal. It's just how I play the game. I play with a lot of emotion. I play with a lot of energy. So sometimes it can get chippy. It gets like that. But it's nothing personal. It's just how I play.
Just sorry, one last question. Devo, or Van Ostrom as we call him, played only 1 minute. Is there any particular reason? Did he get injured, or was there any particular reason why he only played?
I think what Dev was throwing into the fire is just tough to do, right? We put him in, and I don't think he was in a rhythm, and that's because he didn't play in the first half. I thought Mo was incredible tonight. We knew our bench was going to be a little short. We know what Devon's capable of giving us, but I just think tonight wasn't the night. Just kind of a tough rhythm, 2 turnovers in about a minute and a half, and I just felt down the stretch it was important to us to go with Luke and Mo and Aaron, and Voida.
Hi, Coach. Hi, Ovi. Just one question, please. What did you say at half-time? Because obviously you came out in the third quarter really well. I just want to know, you were down at the half, but the way you guys played literally from the start of the third quarter, it was just a lot of energy straight from the off.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what I said. I just know that we talked about it was kind of a tale of 2 quarters. I think the last game in Tel Aviv, we got down early, quick, and you were down 11 after that first quarter, and you're just playing from behind the entire time, where this time it was a little different. We were down 6, but I think we saw, again, we were having success inside. We saw our defense. They hit some tough shots. We knew we had to clean up. We had 6 turnovers in the first quarter, and we allowed 4 offensive rebounds. And that was like the 2 number 1 things that we talked about as far as a game plan, right? Controlling the tempo, taking care of the ball, and limiting the second chance points. So we knew if we cleaned that up, because we did in the second quarter, right? We only had 2 turnovers second quarter. And I think they had 1 offensive rebound. So we knew, okay, if we can continue to lock in on this stuff for 20 minutes, we're going to have success. And again, we saw, when we went to our switching defense, kind of with Ovi at the 5 and kind of went up smaller, they struggled with it. And I thought that we were having success with that. So we kind of knew that we could go to that a lot more in the second half.
And Ovi, as a player, obviously on the court, it seemed like for about 4 or 5 minutes I kept looking up the clock. They hadn't scored a point for so long. As a player, how does that make you feel? Obviously, you're on the court and the energy, the crowd's getting louder, and you can feel it reverberating around. It must give you that extra boost just to get those extra stops, no?
100%. I think the crowd in the building today was really, really important for us. We fed off their energy when we gave them something to cheer about, and we started to string together a couple of stops. And I think that takes pressure off the offensive side of the ball. When you're getting defensive stops, the other team's not scoring, the crowd is loud, okay, it gives you more energy and it makes things easier on offense.
Is that all, guys? Anybody else? Yep, and we go last question.
Sure. Throughout the game, and especially in the first quarter, but throughout the game, Trento's ball movement was causing you a bit of issues. However, there was a stretch kind of in the third, second, I would say in the second quarter, in the third, where there was just back-to-back stops. What do you believe that you were doing that was causing them issues and causing their ball movement such pain and such issues to kind of complete their objective?
I think we just did a better job. That's when we went to our switching defense. I thought we did a better job of just keeping the ball in front of us. When you switch, you got to keep yourself out of rotations. I think the first quarter, we had Charmaine. We're going to be more in kind of our normal pick and roll coverage where we're going to be in rotation a little bit more. And to their credit, they do a remarkable job of zipping that thing around. And but also too, we didn't do a good enough job of making tough contested shots for them. Like Drew Crawford is a hell of a player. He was 4 for 4 from 3. And again, it was just because I thought we were giving too many easy looks. And then when we switched it up a little bit and went to where we were switching, it was aggressive switching, where now you can be kept out of rotation, so it just makes it a little bit harder to move the ball.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you very
Congrats,
much, guys.
congrats.
And that's the last question, yes. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Good job.